Good morning, everyone. Sure glad you could join us. Nice Christmas season and New Year's. And as you can tell, I'm in Arizona. Took Southwest Airlines 7 days to get me here. But I'm glad I'm here now to celebrate New Year with my brother and sister. Once again, I ask you to remember our retired Vincentians in Perryville, Missouri, especially those in need of healing. And then hopefully you'll continue to pray for and remember friends of the mission in need of our prayers. And so please remember Bill and Brian, Clarence, and Stan and Ralph. I'd also like you to remember Allison and Karen and Louise and Loretta and Sharon and Pat, and also remember all those who are friends of the mission in need of God's healing. And so our reflection today is just remembering we begin a new year. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to make New Year's resolutions. I haven't this year. All I'm going to do is whatever I am and wherever I am, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm realizing that, time's going by, another year. And so I'm just going to reflect today upon enjoying whatever I'm doing. If I'm with family, I want to enjoy it. If I'm doing a parish mission, which I have many scheduled, then I'm going to enjoy that. If in fact I'm just fooling around, I'm going to enjoy that too. It just seems to me that the best resolution is just to enjoy what you have. And, today, in celebrating feast of two saints who were doctors of the church. And both of them, whether it's Saint, Basil or Gregory, they both cared about the church and they both were passionate about it. And so I want to be that way in whatever I'm doing for the rest of my life. So I hope 23 is filled with a lot of joy. I hope it's filled with a lot of fun. And I hope it's filled with a lot of Jesus. And so my mission this year is going to be that I help people to enjoy life. And so that's my prayer for you, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to try to stay away from being upset about things, and it's so easy now. It's like I still don't have my bag from Southwest, and I don't know how. I'm flying from Chicago to Tucson, and my bag supposedly is in Long Beach, California. It's worth laughing about because of how that could happen. Hopefully, in a couple days, they'll be able to get me my bag. As I'm here, though, I'm going to enjoy my time with Dick and Mary Ann. So since he's here, I'm going to let him share some of his thoughts and his feelings. Well, as you can see, I have sunglasses, and I have a black eye, and I didn't want you to look at it. I got here yesterday the same time, 7 days to get here. But staying in a hotel one night, I got up the next morning and my eye was all bloodshot. And so I rushed to the emergency room because I thought it was all bloodshot. I thought, what happened? And so the doctor said, there's nothing wrong. You got a real bloodshot eye and you're on a blood thinner, so it's going to be very red. And it's a black and blue. So I must have bumped it somehow during the night. Anyway, I didn't have a fight with the Southwest agent. I didn't get hit by anybody. but it's kind of ugly. That's why I put the sunglasses on, so it would look. Anyway, that's where it is. I'm here. As Bob said, it took us 7 days to get here, but we are here, and I'm glad I'm here. 2023. So all my thought was on is the number 23. This is interesting. 2023 will be the 150th birthday of St. Teresa of the Little Flower of Jesus. She died when she was 23. So that number 23 is an interesting number. And so here's my reflection. Since this year would be the 150th birthday of St. Teresa of the Little Flower of Jesus, I thought that one of her greatest virtues and gifts was her gentleness. And she was very faithful and had such great love of the Lord, but she was very gentle. So I thought that every time I get on the plane and the flight attendant says, "Ladies and gentlemen," I'm going to take that as a reminder to be gentle. And every time I hear it on television or anytime I hear that word, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to focus on the challenge to be gentle. Wouldn't it be wonderful if that was a major quality of 2023, that people were more gentle? Because I think when you're gentle, then you're more compassionate and you're more interested in other people. And so that's my hope and prayer. In the meantime, don't worry about my eye. My eye's fine. It just looks ugly, and I didn't want you to see it, so now you see me in sunglasses. So anyway, it's time to pray. We're coming to the end of our reflection here, so it's time to pray. And as always, we say the mission prayer. So if you got yours, I got mine. We'll say it together. Divine Savior, transform me into yourself. May my hands be your hands. May my tongue be your tongue. Grant that every faculty of my body may serve only to glorify you. Above all, transform my soul and all its powers, that my memory, my will, and my affections may be the memory and the will and affections of you. I pray you to destroy in me all that is not of you. Grant that I may live but in you and by you and for you, and that I may truly say with St. Paul, I live now, not I, but Christ lives in me. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great New Year 2023, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.